After my success with the foundation grant last year at Pleasant Ridge, I shared some of the materials here at Heritage. After meeting with Ms. Redding and Ms. Brunel, I suggested that they write a foundation grant to get the Keva planks and snap circuits.
Initially, my students started working with the kids very cautiously and slowly, but then it took off from there. They began sharing with each other, collaborating, working together, and sharing their ideas. I saw how excited and engaged my students were, and I knew we had to figure out a way to get the kits that we could house here at Heritage School.
We decided that we were going to use what the students were learning in their social studies class. The 5th graders were learning about European explorers. So we asked students to recreate the ships that the European explorers used. And while building, we saw that the students had a much deeper understanding through this hands-on experience. From social studies to math to communication, there are so many uses for the Keva planks and the snap circuits. And with these tools, students are excited to come to school every day knowing they have a chance to build and create with each other.
While sometimes it's difficult with traditional paper and pencil tasks, they can be successful in the hands-on learning.
I expect we will be working with these kits for a long time to come.
Hi, my name is Blake Foster, and I'm a math and computer science teacher here at Saline High School, and I received a generous grant from the Foundation for Saline Area Schools for increasing student achievement and interest in computer science. I used the grant to purchase some new curricular materials, and those include new slides that are really engaging and animated, some example code which illustrates those concepts and the students can run it. What I'm really excited about is it includes a lot of labs that are graphical and allow the students to create some games, and so the students really seem to be diving into it and really enjoying them and getting really engaged with the material. There's also a site license for a practice site where students can practice some different programming projects to prepare them for the AP test, specifically the free response portion. And then there's also some curricular materials that involve a pre-computer science 1 class that we're going to plan on using at the middle school, and also some post-AP curricular materials for a class that we have now for computer science students. I'm really looking forward to using the materials in class and already have started to implement them, and the students seem really interested and involved. I just wanted to thank the Foundation for Saline Area Schools for providing for such interesting grants. So thank you.
The Leader in Me is a student-focused, classroom-based model which promotes the development of social and emotional competency. We've heard countless stories of proven results that improve readiness and engagement through student-led learning. Leader in Me encourages students to set their own goals and celebrate their progress. Additionally, the Leader in Me provides structure to develop student leaders and future-ready citizens.
Every single person who works with students will learn the 7 habits of Leader in Me. The goal is to create a supportive culture for students to learn collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, and communication while learning their core curriculum. Having taught in a Leader in Me school in the past, I have seen it increase students' confidence, staff and student collaboration, and overall staff effectiveness.
One habit I learned is think win-win. Think win-win reminds me at home to share with my sister. At school, it reminds me to compromise when building with FSAS kits.
I put first things first by putting my toys away before getting other toys so I don't have a bigger mess.
We're excited about having common goals among the Woodland Meadows community and a common language amongst our staff.
We are looking forward to enabling our students to be future ready by effectively leading their lives, working well with others, and making a positive contribution in their world.
The 7 Habits have been around for years. Most adults are familiar with Daniel Covey's work and the 7 Habits for Successful Businesses. Most adults know that we should be proactive instead of reactive. Most adults know that we should work first and then play. But what I find kind of backwards is that we're not starting off our youth with these habits. why would we not want a kindergartner to know that they can think win-win, so that when they're in conflict with another peer, they can think through a resolution that's going to benefit both sides? Why would we not want to teach our middle schoolers that they should begin with the end in mind, so that when they have a project, they think, what's the end goal and what are the steps I'm going to take to get there? We have a few students who are going to share their thoughts on why this book study is important to them and what they hope to gain from it.
So doing this work with the 7 habits, it's really helped me to notice what I need to do better to be a better person. And so I'm really trying to be stricter with myself so I can get there. And I can do that by using what we're reading from the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, to not only focus on myself, but to focus on my other peers and help them to be better people too.
I've just been realizing that I have these habits. So before, I never thought about how I pick the skin around my nails or even pick my nails. So this is affecting my everyday life because now I really am realizing, oh, I have to stop doing this. I have to think about not doing it. And also in PALS, we learned about paradigms. Your paradigms reflect off of you. So if I were to say I'm ugly, that would reflect off of me. Or if I say I'm gonna do really bad on my test, that's gonna reflect off of what happens.
I feel like they're really important when you get older, such as an interview, because your paradigms really affect on who you are. And when you're at an interview, if you have positive paradigms, it's gonna really make you look like a positive person and someone really good. So that's what I'm gonna work on next, and I really like this PALS program.
I focus on not only how to strive to be a better person, but what I can do to be a better person. Now, I've been doing that really well recently, and that's my main focus recently, and that's actually been one of my New Year's resolutions. The next steps I want to take is to have good habits that affect the bad habits. A bad habit can affect a good habit, and a good habit can affect a bad habit.
So my hope with this grant is that I can spark a movement where people are talking about the habits, that it becomes kind of a rhythm and a way of life for our youth, that they can start to work on their habits now when they're young, and they can grow with them and they can learn from them so that they can be the most successful person they can be and not have to wait to be an adult to figure it all out.
Thank you to our volunteers, donors, and corporate sponsors for all your generous support. As you can see by this video, the Foundation has been making a great impact on our students and schools by funding initiatives that are consistently creative and innovative. Since 1987, we've provided over $1.2 million in funding to Saline area schools. Besides teaching grants, our portfolio consists of district, building, partnership, and student-led grants, but none of this is possible without you. So on behalf of the Foundation for Saline Area Schools, thank you.